And she's gone.
All right. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good
Live on
afternoon, everyone.
YouTube.
Yes, we're live. All right. So, anyways, yes, we are live on YouTube, and we're going to be talking about Bitcoins. All right. In our audience here today, we have Mr. Ferry, and of course, we have Mr. Chris, and we have
Yes.
one of our lovely PAs here today. And we're supposed to be with the front runner students today, but I
Yep.
think they must
No
have
one
disconnected.
has showed up.
Yes, apparently so. Okay. Well, all right. Well, we're live on YouTube now, so I guess we can just carry on. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I guess we can. I mean, in this case, this we're continuing on anyways. I'm gonna we can share this on Discord and get anybody who wants to join. I guess.
Sure,
Yeah, I
sure.
think so.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Okay, great. And plus, it's going to be very, very interesting information as well. Very useful. And I think if anybody knows or hasn't lived under a rock these past few months, everybody knows what Bitcoin is, including the lower level kids, right? So yeah, let's get them on.
Yeah. Let's see if anybody wants to join.
Yeah.
I will share the Zoom link on
And Discord.
our Discord. Hold on.
Let's get them.
What's that?
He's a thinking meme.
Okay, so yeah, we should probably wait for the some of our students to join in before we begin explaining about Bitcoin. Yep, so while we wait, how about we
Yeah, I think we can just discuss straight away about.
discuss straight away? Okay.
Yeah, what we
Okay.
have.
Right, and also, yeah, and Mr. Frey, you can be a part of the conversation as well if you'd like, or if you'd like to, finish what you're doing first, and then you could rejoin us later. Mr. Frey.
I'll be out for a bit, but I'll still be here.
Okay, sure thing, Mr. Frey.
Oh, Kevin is
Okay.
here.
Ah, yes, we have somebody here. All right, let me admit him. Oh, got him. All right.
Okay, so I guess we could just start
Sure. Okay. All right. So
the discussion about
Bitcoin. About
Bitcoin.
Bitcoins, yeah. All right. So first of all, Mr. Chris, have you heard of Bitcoins before?
I have actually. I've heard a lot about Bitcoin, but I've never been brave enough to adopt different types of Bitcoin and different types of cryptocurrencies. I know it's cryptocurrency, and it's the reason why computers and graphics cards are so expensive now. So yeah, I guess that's why I know a lot about Bitcoin.
Right. Okay. So that's good. So Bitcoin, and you said a keyword actually, which is cryptocurrency, which is what Bitcoin is. So before we get started, even before we dive deeper into what Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is, let's say hello to Hello. So who is this? Hello.
I think that's Kevin, right? Is it?
It's Kevin? I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Right. His mic's still off. And also we have Tian. Is that right?
Yes, Mister.
Hi, Tian.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
All right. It's great to hear. Awesome. So are you interested about learning about Bitcoin?
No.
Oh, no, you're
No,
not
not
interested in learning about Bitcoin? Okay. All right. Well, it's not going to be a lesson. It's going to be more of a discussion, right? So also, before we begin as well, before we dive deeper into what Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is, I would like to make a disclaimer. We are not financial advisors by any means. All right. We're just here to share a bit about our knowledge about Bitcoin and also to have a discussion about it since it's quite a hot topic these days. right? So, I'll share a bit about what Bitcoin is. Mr. Chris will also share a bit about what he thinks Bitcoins are, and I open it to you, the students, to also tell us and share a bit about your experience or your knowledge about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Okay, great. So, so we have Tian. All right, and also we have hello. So hello are you? This is Kevin. Oh, okay, he has something in the chats, and he's saying that he is blank space. All right, doesn't really reveal much about who you actually are. But,
Okay.
all right. So please do reveal who you are later on. Okay. So hopefully, as we dive in deeper to this. Oh yes, it is
Yeah,
Kevin.
it's Kevin.
I saw your camera, Kevin. All right, you can't hide anymore, Kevin. Okay. All right. So first of all, thank you, Tian, and thank you, Kevin, for being here in this episode of learning about Bitcoins. It's actually about investing. We last week or about a couple of weeks ago, we had something about learning about investing and what to invest in. And that last session, we had somebody that requested to learn more or to dive deeper into Bitcoin and explain a bit about it, and maybe also about how to invest in Bitcoin, because I think that's where a lot of people want what a lot of people want to know about is how do you actually invest in Bitcoin, right? And what is it? All right, so here we go. And Mr. Chris already said gives thoughts about what he thought Bitcoins were, and he was right. It is a cryptocurrency. So it is a cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency, it is a digital currency, right? Digital currency, cryptocurrency. What's the difference between cryptocurrency and digital currency? What do you guys think is the difference between digital currency and cryptocurrency? Are they the same thing? Are they different? What do you guys think? Any wild guesses out there? Kevin, you want to try and try and guess what digital currency is? Oh, you got muted again.
The currency,
Yeah, a digital currency and cryptocurrency. What do you think those are?
money,
Money. Basically,
It
it is
is.
money. That's right. Now, digital currency is money that is in the form of data, right? So it's not physical, but it's computerized currency. So, for example, if who here uses Gojek? Right, I use Gojek a lot. Dian, do you use Gojek?
Yes,
Yeah,
a lot.
a lot,
A lot.
right? And also, I see Kevin as well raising hand. Yes, we all use Gojek. And who here uses GoPay to pay for their Gojek or GoFood?
sometimes, I think.
Sometimes, yes. And how do you actually
All
top
times.
all the time?
All the
Oh,
time.
yes.
Me too, all the time.
Yeah, same here. I always top up my my GoPay. And how do you top up your GoPay? How do you add credit your GoPay credits? Do you play a game and it magically appears, or what do you do to get your GoPay credits?
And I don't know, because it's my mom or dad doing it.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. So usually with GoPay is that it gets transferred from a bank account that has real money, and you transfer some certain amount, for example, 100,000 or 200,000, and that gets converted into GoPay, right? And then you can use that within your Gojek application to do GoFood, to do sending, to do GoMart, or whatever it is within that application. Now, could you use your GoPay for, say, Grab? Would Grab accept your GoPay as payment? What do you guys think? Would they actually accept, would a Grab driver accept a GoPay payment? What do you guys think? Yes? No? Or maybe?
We also have Nadia here as well.
Oh, yes, Nadia. Hi, Nadia. How are you?
Hi, Nadia. Oh, and Kevin's gone. Okay.
Yes. All right. So now yeah, we're talking about digital currencies, cryptocurrencies. We just explained that Bitcoin is a digital currency. Oh, she's gone. Okay. All right. So Tian, so we have a digital currency. Oh, we have Nico as well. Right. So now the short answer for whether or not people Grab can actually accept GoPay as payment is they can't accept GoPay as payment, right? Because it's not on the same application or the same network. Okay. Oh, I thought that was Nico. It's actually Kevin. Okay.
Yeah, it's not Nico. Just trolling
All right.
us. Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So digital currency. So now, how about cryptocurrency? So digital currency is a more broad term for all virtual or computerized currencies, right? And cryptocurrency falls under that category. Okay, so cryptocurrency is not like GoPay. It's not like what I think Grab credits, is that what they use for Grab? You also have in Tokopedia, you have Tokopedia points as well, right? So cryptocurrency is something different from that, right? In Tokopedia, Grab, GoPay, you all use real money and you convert it into that that currency. With cryptocurrency, it uses something called cryptography, right? Cryptography. What is cryptography? I think I might have a next slide here. Let's see. Oh, okay. So currency is money. Yes, cryptocurrency. So what is cryptography? What does that mean? It's a very usually computer programmers will actually know what cryptography is because they use it a lot in there, and they have to understand a bit of about it actually. So like what it says here over here, cryptography is actually encoding a message or encrypting data. So for example, have you ever written a message in a secret code and no one could understand it, and you had to have a what would they call that? Yeah, like a key, right? So for example, you would write your name in a totally different, you would have a key over here and be random letters, and above it would be the alphabet, right? And to spell your name, for example, if my name was Andrew, I would have to find A, and that would actually be X or something. Then I would X, then I would find N, and I would look on the bottom and say, oh, okay, that's actually W, so it would be XW, and then so on, and it would make it form a, it looks like a random string of letters. But if you translate it using that key, you would know what it is, and it would actually spell Andrew, right? So encrypting and encoding a message that's what it means, to make a message that people can't easily decipher or understand. Okay, so that's what it means. Now in computers, they can do this automatically. So you can give them a really long key, and they will encrypt that message, or they will translate that a message. For example, if you had a password that says 1 2 3 4, if you encrypt it using that long key that you had, it would transform the message into something unreadable or ununderstandable. You just can't understand what it is, right? And the only way to actually solve it is to have that key and to reverse calculate and get the message from that. Okay, so that's what it is. So cryptography means that. And in cryptocurrency, as I said, you don't actually put money in there, and you don't actually, well, you could do it, but that's not what it's all about. You don't actually put money in there and it translates into a certain amount of credits. With cryptocurrency, you can actually mine it. Now I put it in quotes, mining, because you're not physically mining for anything. You don't mine something out of the ground, and you don't mine Bitcoins out of the ground. So what you do is that you actually, with a computer, you mine it with a computer. So you are given some mathematical equations to solve, right? And when you can solve that, so they would give you a cryptographic message, and you would have to solve that. And when you solve it, you add it to something what's called a blockchain. A blockchain is something else which I will discuss later on. So you would add it to a blockchain, and you as a miner will be rewarded a token, or if you are mining for Bitcoins, you'll be rewarded a Bitcoin. Okay, so that's basically what it is. So that's quite a lot. Are there any questions?
I think it's very detailed.
Very detailed,
Maybe we
isn't
should
it?
go into
Yes.
some examples or just go straight into the different types of currencies.
Yes, let's do that. So now,
Let's get to the fun stuff.
that's okay. But
Oh,
before that,
blockchain.
we actually need to know what blockchain is first, though, because blockchain is actually the heart of cryptocurrency. It's the heart of Bitcoins as well. So in here, a blockchain is what it says here. It's a collection of information, right? And some people even call it a ledger. I'm not sure if you guys understand what ledgers are, but basically it's a list of data of information, right? So in a blockchain, all these data is shared amongst all computers. Whoever is connected to the blockchain will be able to access this list of information. And what happens is that when you add data to that blockchain, to that list of information, everybody knows about it, right? When it's removed, everybody knows about it as well. If there's something changed, everybody knows. And if something is not valid, everybody will know. Okay, so that's what it's for. So that's what it does. And the reason why you would want this is because it's good for sharing immediate information. So on the bottom, you can see that I said that it's good for contracts. So if you make a contract, you put it on the blockchain and everybody immediately will know about it, right? And it's good if you need transparency. So transparency means if you need information to be publicly shared, so everybody has to know about it. So no one's hiding anything from anybody, right? You're not stealing any money. You're not hiding any important information. It's out there and everybody will know that it's out there, okay? So that's why in Bitcoins, everybody knows. Every single Bitcoin that exists in the world, everybody knows about it. The information is there, and that's what people do. They mine these cryptographic messages, and then once they solve it, they put it onto the blockchain. It gets verified, right? And people say, "Oh yes, it belongs there," right? And then they get rewarded with the coin. So then that coin belongs to them. Okay, so very complex stuff. Later on, if you want to ask me more questions about it privately, you can ask me more about that, or you can also reach us on the internet as well. They have a lot of information about that, about blockchain, right? But we won't dive too deep into it because it's very, very complicated and very complex. All right. So now the fun stuff, as Mr. Chris said, the types of currency,
right.
cryptocurrencies, right? So what type of cryptocurrencies do you guys know? Make some money. Okay, so we'll have something called stablecoins, which is actually, so stablecoins are digital currencies, they're cryptocurrencies, but they're actually tied to the US dollar. So $1 US is equal to one stablecoin. So like Tether, one Tether dollar is equal to $1 US. Okay.
What's a Tether dollar?
So it's a type of cryptocurrency as well. So every time you actually buy one Tether, right, they will buy $1, right? So then if you want to exchange it, again, if you change it for we call it for your money back, you could get grab your money back. And so this will work the same way that GoPay works. For example, like if you put 100,000 or if you buy 100,000 credits of GoPay, you will have 100,000 credits of GoPay in your GoPay application, right? If you use 60,000 and you want to retrieve 40,000, well, technically you could cash out. I'm not sure if you can actually cash out a GoPay. I've never tried that before, but if you could, they would have to give you 40,000 back in cash. Okay, so that's what it is, stablecoins. All right, and that's what they're used for. They're used for transactions online. Okay, that's exactly what they're used for. So you don't have to use, you don't have to go to the bank. You don't have to transfer, get hit with all the fees, and have all these waiting times. No, you could just buy Tether. You can transfer it immediately to the person without any fees or very little fees, and they can, on their side, they can cash it out in USD or in their currency. Okay, that's what it's for. Okay. All right. Now the next one is Bitcoin. Now these are cryptocurrencies, and these are actually not tied to the US dollar or any other currency at all, right? These guys, they are worth they're worth whatever people think they're worth. Their value depends on what the market thinks their value is. So this is Bitcoin, right? This is, I guess this is probably the most well-known and most famous cryptocurrency there is out there, right? So everybody knows what Bitcoin is. And currently, the price is at $60,000 for one Bitcoin.
Wow,
Right,
how much is
for one-
$60,000? Does anybody know?
Does anybody know how much $60,000 is?
Yeah.
How much do you think that is?
To count.
What's that?
I need to count first.
You want to count first? Okay, try and count that. Let's see, how much is $60,000?
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. With the $60,000, you can buy Tesla actually with that money, that amount of money. Couldn't you? $60,000. I think you could buy.
Yeah, you can buy Tesla. Yeah, you can buy Tesla. You can buy a AMG Mercedes.
An AMG Mercedes with one Bitcoin. Imagine that. If you had one Bitcoin, you could already own a Tesla or an AMG Mercedes. So Kevin, did you get the calculation for how much $1,000 is in rupiah?
Is it like billions?
It's a billion.
It's not yet.
Not yet. It's about, I'd say about
800.
yeah.
Well, the price of Bitcoin today is 800
700?
million.
800 million. Yeah, that's right. So about 800 million, 700,
million? What?
yeah,
800
800 million.
million,
Yeah, 800 million. So if you want to try and calculate it, 60,000 times 14,200. That's the exchange rate for US dollars at the moment. Try that out. What number do you come up with?
When I'm counting so many zeros.
So it's yours.
There's a lot of zeros. It's crazy how much
How
one
many zeros are there?
Bitcoin.
So 6. There should be 8 zeros. Is that right? Are the 8 zeros?
Yes, it is.
8 zeros, yeah. Yes.
8 zeros, yeah.
So about 800,000, 800 million rupiah. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And some people, they own more than one Bitcoin, of course, right? They're mining it, and every time they successfully mine a Bitcoin, they get rewarded with one Bitcoin, right? So there's some people out there with 10, 20 Bitcoins, and it's rumored that there are more than 100,000 Bitcoins out there. Is that right, Mr. Chris?
I think so, yeah. There's a limited amount of Bitcoin, but there's still a lot to be mined out there.
Yes, there's still a lot out there. But the thing is that the more Bitcoins that are mined, the harder it is to mine them. It gets harder and harder to solve those math equations. Right? So that's why, that's why it's getting harder, and that's why the price keeps going up and up. So you can see that in the beginning. Well, this is not the beginning. This is let me move out of the way. Just scoot over. There you go. Okay, October 12th, 2020. So that was last year. All right, the price was about here.
Whoa, that's down.
26,000. Was it
Yes.
20,000, yeah?
About 25,000.
5,000,
Yeah, about 25,000
which is about
dollars.
400,000?
Still a lot.
400 million?
Yeah, about that much.
400, 350 million probably, yeah.
350 million, yeah. So it used to
Yeah.
be the price, right? And then it spiked up all the way. Look at that. It went up all the way to 60,000. That was I think in January or February, it spiked up, right? And then all of a sudden, look at that. In April, it dropped down again, right? It dropped down to about 40,000. And then it held stable all the way into about, what is that? July, August. And now at the end of September, it spiked up again. And where we are now, which is mid-October, it's like 60,000. It's actually back to its original peak in January, right? So that's where it is right now. Now, the reason why I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about it, but there's a lot of controversy surrounding Bitcoin, and not everybody is actually behind Bitcoin. You can see that it's worth a lot, but not everybody likes Bitcoin. Now, why do you guys think that is? Why doesn't everybody just jump on to Bitcoin? Why aren't they happy about it? Look at that. $60,000 for one coin, but not everybody's happy about Bitcoin.
It's
Why
so
is that?
expensive.
It's so
Things getting
expensive.
really go expensive.
Yes, it's very expensive. That's right. And also, what can you buy with Bitcoin? Have you ever heard of anybody wanting to accept Bitcoin for, for a product?
Whatever. That.
Yes, not yet. So that's the thing. Because you can't buy anything yet with Bitcoin, that's why people are kind of skeptical, or they don't really trust Bitcoin. And everyone's wondering as well, you can't buy anything with Bitcoin, but why is it worth so much? Why is it worth $60,000 at the moment? What's the logic behind that? And that's the reason why a lot of people don't really trust Bitcoin. Some people even call it a scam, right? But of course, we can't really call it that because, look at this. Look at the graph. People actually think that there's value in Bitcoin. So of course, again, that's up to your opinion. That's about it depends on your perspective on what you think a currency should be. But this is what we have here, Bitcoin. Okay. Now, Bitcoin is not the only currency. It's not the only cryptocurrency that's out there. We also have other cryptocurrencies, and the one that we have, the next one that I'd like to show you is called this one, Ethereum. Who's heard of Ethereum before?
No, never.
Never?
Yeah, never.
How do you, Tian? Have you heard of Ethereum before?
Sorry?
Have you heard of Ethereum before?
No.
Not yet.
Uh,
Okay, so Ethereum is also a type of cryptocurrency. So it works the same way as Bitcoin, except they made Ethereum because they want to make transaction speeds faster somehow. So they say that Bitcoin takes about 10 minutes to complete a transaction. With Ethereum, it only takes a couple minutes. Okay, so that's why they built this this new coin, this new cryptocurrency.
So it's better then, is it?
It's better, right? But again, it comes to the uses and its valuability. What you can buy, its value. Who would want to
But it's
accept Ethereum, right?
Ethereum, yeah. But it's not as expensive as Bitcoin though.
Yes, look at that. It's at $3,000, almost $4,000 right now, right? It's still expensive. $4,000 is about, how much is that?
It's about
60
60.
million? Yeah, 60 million, I think. But
You
it's
can buy a
been,
car or a house.
yes, well,
You
yeah,
can
but 60 million,
buy
you can
can
buy a
buy
motorcycle, a really nice motorcycle.
motorcycle.
with that. You can
Really nice
buy,
motorcycle.
yes, really nice one.
You can buy a
What else
really
can you buy?
nice bike, a
Buy really,
Cannondale Super 6 Evo,
yeah, you can buy that as well. You can
105 group
buy,
set.
yes, you can buy 2
Infinite Robux.
infinite Robux. Yes,
It would
definitely.
be it'll last you probably about 10 years probably. You buy
Yes.
Robux, $60,000 worth of Robux. I don't know who would do that.
Yes, and 60 million, you can also
$6,000.
make your $6,000. Oh, $6,000 Robux. Okay. Well, also you can buy your dream computer as well, your dream PC, right?
Oh
60
yeah,
million.
PC.
You can buy a PC, you can buy your monitor, you can have your dream chair as well, right? Controls, whatever that is. I'm pretty sure it fits within the 60 million rupiah budget, right? Yeah, so that's a lot of money, right? But look at that. So 3,000 at the moment, and it's climbing again as well. Okay, so the prices right now, they're all really high because a lot of people are actually invested in Ethereum as well. Okay, now next one we have is, so those aren't, there aren't only 2. There's actually a lot of cryptocurrencies out here, and but I'm only going to show you the top, I think top 3 or top 4 ones. Okay, and next we have is Cardano. Okay, or its stock sign is ADA, and the price is actually fairly cheap. Look at that. That's not 2,000. Okay, that's actually $2.
What?
$2.16.
$2?
$2. Yes, it's very cheap, Cardano. Because why? It's a very new currency, right? And Cardano is actually developed. It's a shoot off from a spin-off from Ethereum actually. So they make Cardano so that you can actually what is that? You can actually transact between different currencies, between different cryptocurrencies. So you have Bitcoin, you could convert it into Cardano first, and then you could convert it into Ethereum or a different cryptocurrency. So that's why they created it, right?
You
And
can
right
convert
now,
it.
you can convert, yeah. So it's going to be used for that. I'm not sure if you can do it now because it's still all very new, right? So, but then that's the whole concept behind Cardano and its creation, because
Oh,
they
so
want
should we
they
jump
want
onto it right now before it becomes expensive?
well, you could if you want to, but remember again,
Yeah.
Okay.
right now it's still a lot about speculation, right? People still say that there's not a lot of logic
High
behind
risk,
why.
high reward.
Yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
that
$2 compared to $2,000.
yes, that's true. So they have that. So yeah, you could definitely jump into Cardano if you've never jumped into, if you don't have any cryptocurrency yet, if you don't have any Bitcoin or Ethereum, Cardano would probably be a good place to start out at. But then you have to also look at the current price and look at where it's been. So you can see that it actually hit about $3 in around I guess that's August, I think, yeah. And it dipped down all the way to $2. So there has to be a reason why it went down, and now it's been kind of flat, right? It's been moving sideways. It hasn't been going up, hasn't been going down. It's been just kind of flat and horizontal. So people aren't really sure why that is. Some people speculate that it's because there aren't that many uses for Cardano yet. In the beginning, probably there's a big hype about it because there's news that you can convert currencies. It would be used in gaming and a lot of other uses. But right now, all that news kind of died down, and now people are kind of skeptical about it. They think, all these things that they said would happen with Cardano, it's not really happening. So people kind of held off from it a bit. So that's Cardano. And also, again, there's a lot of other factors that affect the price of Bitcoins. And it's very hard to predict why as well, because you never know. It's just based on market speculation. Okay, that's Cardano. Next up, we have this one. This is probably famous amongst a lot of the younger generation. This is called Dogecoin or Dogecoin, however you want to pronounce it.
Oh, Dogecoin. Doge. That dog.
Dogecoin. That dog, yes,
Yeah.
that one. And look at the price. It costs 20 cents right now. About
Why 20
20 to
cents?
25 cents. Yes.
Did it drop?
It dropped a lot. So it had a big
Wow.
hype in early 2020, right? Or was it early 2020 or was it earlier this year? I think earlier this year, actually, in around February or March. And that's about the same time that that Bitcoin had a big hype as well, because of what Elon Musk tweeted in his Twitter, right? So he tweeted a couple messages that supported Dogecoin, and also he tweeted that that you could buy Tesla with Bitcoin, and then that's what raised all the prices of Dogecoin and Bitcoin, and all cryptocurrencies began spiking at that period. But all of a sudden, Elon Musk announced that he'll be selling off all his Bitcoins. And then also, to top it off, he said that, no, you cannot buy Teslas anymore with Bitcoin. And that's when everything dropped. And you can see that Dogecoin got hit quite hard. They went down all the way, and they never really fully recovered from that. Okay, so that's why right now it's hovering at about 25 to 30 cents at the moment. Okay, so what are the Bitcoins, or what other coins do you guys know about? What other cryptocurrencies do you guys know about besides the ones that I just mentioned? There are a lot out there.
I just know the Bitcoin and Dogecoin for sure.
Bitcoin and Dogecoin for sure. Okay.
And I just know just Bitcoin.
You know Bitcoin. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair enough, because it's very new technology. Very new, very new. There's other ones out there. There's one called Solana, which is getting some hype as well, but it kind of died down because apparently it had some problems. There's one called Polygon. They have Polkadot as well. Polkadot is one that's going to be climbing as well. That the price is kind of high, so if you want to buy into Polkadot, you might want to kind of hold off a bit until it kind of drops a bit. And there's a ton of other ones as well. Also, they're using gaming, so some games have their own cryptocurrencies, like Axie. I forgot the full name of the game, but they use their own currency called Axie. I think it's Axie coins. or Axiom. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it's actually really called. But yeah, so some games actually have their own cryptocurrencies out there. So that's why there's a lot out there, and some actually increase in price. You know, when they're first released, they'll increase. They'll always spike, but once people find out about their true nature and their use in the real world, if it's useful, it'll hover around that price. But if it turns out that you can't really use it, it'll drop off. It'll begin to plunge. So that's the dangers of cryptocurrencies, is that they're not really that stable, right? Just because they're out there doesn't mean that they're going to be worth a lot. All right. Okay, so now it's question and answers time. So anybody, Dan or Kevin, do you have any questions? Maybe on YouTube. If anybody's watching YouTube, do you guys have any questions? You can write a comment, and one of our staff will forward the message to me. Any questions about Bitcoins or cryptocurrency?
Yeah, which one's the best one to invest in?
Oh,
Where you put your money?
well, for that one, I can't really answer because, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not, I feel that I don't have enough knowledge to give you any advice. But of course, again, like I said, cryptocurrencies, they're very controversial at the moment, because the value that they hold is all based on what is that? It's just based on speculation. Exactly, just based on speculation.
Yeah, there's no real value. It's just what people think it's worth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then definitely with Bitcoins, it's very highly valued at the moment. As you saw the graph, it's very high. So if you want to jump into cryptocurrencies, I would say don't jump into Bitcoins just yet.
Yeah. There's
Yep.
a lot of other things to do.
Bitcoin is a lot. I mean, a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, it costs a lot at the moment, and it's increasing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's a lot of students out there, high school students out there, who are actually investing in Bitcoin and other different, what we call digital assets. And there's a lot of different digital assets out there. Another one is there's NFTs, where you make
Non-fungible tokens.
digital art and you sell it, or you put it out there, and people will actually buy it from you and invest in it, and they can make thousands of dollars off of your art.
Yes.
NFT. It's really weird. So that's something that you can explore. There's video games as well that make money as well. It's really strange times now.
Yep.
I'm not talking about Mobile Legends and competitions. Yeah, it's literally the game. Actually, you play it to make money, and making, as Mr. Andrew said, their own personal digital currency, and then after that, you can actually use it to get real money. Yeah. So maybe we can talk about that next time. The different types of digital assets that you can actually start on your own from your home, and you can start helping your parents out, or you can start to buy your own PC, right?
Oh yeah, you can do that as well.
Yeah.
Yep. And also crypto mining as well, right? So mining cryptocurrencies, where you buy a computer and you attach it with a lot of graphic cards, VGAs, and you set it up somehow, and that computer it'll run 24/7, and it'll keep mining coins for you. You don't have to do anything. You just set it up, and it'll mine coins for you.
Yeah, a lot of people buy that. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people actually do that. They call it what rigs? Mining rigs, or crypto mining rigs.
Yeah.
Right, where they have multiple computers that has multiple graphic cards on it, and they have multiple computers of that set up in a in an array of computers, so in a warehouse somewhere, and it just generates a lot of money.
Yeah, you can actually make money from that, but the investment, you have to
The
spend
investment,
about 70 million to
yes,
actually
it's-
make one rig.
Ouch.
And
Yes.
yeah, but you can make back your money within 3 months, they say. That's what they say.
that's what they say.
If
Yes,
the
that's what
trend
they
is
say.
upwards. Yeah, but
Yes,
if
yes.
then all of a sudden Bitcoin prices drop, that means that you won't ever make your money back.
Yes, so you need to be careful of that as well.
High
That's the
risk,
risk.
high reward.
High risk,
Yes.
high reward.
High risk,
Exactly.
high reward. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but then after that, you can double your money. I bet a lot of people lost money when the Bitcoin sort of dipped down.
Yes, yes, I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of risk in cryptocurrencies at the moment because it's very highly unstable. As you can see, there's a huge peak, right, and all of a sudden it drops down, and it goes into that drop for a while, and it peaks up again, and then drops down again. So you just never know, And really, again, like we said, it's based on speculation, and it's kind of hard to guess what people are speculating on. Right? It could be anything, right? Like what February proved is that people speculated based on someone's tweet. To be, it was actually Elon Musk's tweet, right? And he actually could sway the price of Bitcoin. So that's why it's a very highly risky asset to invest in. All right. Any more questions? Any other questions, or maybe anything you'd like to share about cryptocurrencies? All right. I guess that's a resounding no. So next we have, someone left. All right, so next we have our topic for our next meeting. So of course you guys can request, but if you don't have any ideas about what you want to learn about next, we're going to talk about NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. And what are they? Basically, they're like digital trading cards or digital arts that you can auction, or you could bid for, or technically you could buy. All right, and we'll learn more about that next time. It's very interesting. It's very it's the hype thing at the moment, and yeah, I hope you guys will learn a lot in our next session.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Great. Thank
So
you, Kevin.
you, Kevin. Thank you, Tian, for joining as well, and thank you everybody on
Yeah.
YouTube. Right, that was pretty fun. It was very intense, I guess. Yeah, Mr. Chris.
Yeah. We'll make it a bit more simpler for the next one.
Yes.
We'll probably design it for TB kids for the next one. Yeah.
Next one, yeah, I guess so.
And that one was designed for kids, but yeah. So we'll make it
So-
for TV, because the NFT is something that I think a lot of TV kids can do. It's
Yes,
making
definitely.
art, but then you guys need to know how to make your art valuable. So we'll let you know how to do that.
Yes. All right. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. By
Oh,
the way,
what's
you
that?
had no sound previously.
What's that?
You had no sound previously.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
But now,
I- Yeah, I can probably do the outro.
okay, you can. Yeah. Okay. All right then. All right, Chris. Yeah, Mr. Chris. Please go ahead and do the outro for us. Anyways,
All
thank you
right.
guys so much.
See you later.
See you guys later.
Thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Kevin. We'll see you later. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.